I remember back when Tesla stock was selling for around four. Well, wait, it was way lower than 420. Um, I um, attacked Elon Musk on the internet, and then he apparently took it really hard, and he started crying or something. Like he went to an interview and he started crying, and I think he was having a breakdown because he was worried that his company was going to collapse because he knew that he had overextended himself financially. And then what happened is everything worked out fine because he said that Tesla was going private right after that. Or no, he said, yeah, that's what he said. He said Tesla's going private. I'm selling it for 420 a share or something like that. And his stock was actually in the 300s back then. And that's pretty much what happened. Is he couldn't handle the situation that I kind of started. At least that's what it seemed like to me because I had attacked him so forcefully. So Elon is a mathematician. And what do you know about mathematicians? They spend a lot of time looking at graphs, and they really like graphs, and they really like predictive algorithms, and they really like certain things happening with stock market because they can make so much money off the stocks. But for a mathematician who's so graph oriented, I'm so interested in like what this algorithm is going to tell me that like my stock price is going to be at. For that person, he's more concerned with short term um, money manipulation rather than with what his company is actually worth. Because why did Tesla's stock become so rich initially? In my opinion, it's because everyone wanted to save the planet, and Tesla was like, "Well, we're going to do electric cars," and everyone was like, "Well, I'll throw my money behind that." And so, good people want to help. But now Tesla stock is people like Larry Ellison saw how much money they made off their old investments, and they're going, "Wow, I can get really, really rich if I can keep pushing up this stock." But I don't think it's Larry Ellison that's the one that's been manipulating it the most. The people that are actually manipulating it odd enough are Chinese people, and I think that was one of the issues probably when people were investigating Elon Musk from the FBI because when you're putting someone in charge of your space program, you got to investigate them, and especially if they're from a foreign country and they didn't even grow up here, and they aren't even married to an American. Um, but all right, so um, all I'm saying is, when they investigated Elon Musk, I'm pretty sure they were very concerned about Elon's relationship with the Chinese government because he has a very, very close relationship with the Chinese government. He has to, he is 100% dependent on the Chinese government for his stock not collapsing. And so, why is that? Because the raw materials required for his batteries and stuff like that, the rare earth minerals for the motors and stuff like that. All right, so what I'm saying is, I'm pretty sure that the FBI was going, okay, this is concerning. This guy has such a close relationship with the Chinese, but then they were like, don't worry, he's Chuck Schumer's best friend or Joe Biden's best friend. Everyone says Elon's a good guy. His stock hasn't been massively manipulated over and over again, through lies even. Because when he was selling at 420 a share, for some of us it was like, what? This person has balls. Like, who would actually do that? From like a business, you're going private. Like, if there's anything that exists, is how much Tesla needs to be public because they need all that extra money from mom and pop investors that they can play with because they're losing so much money constantly from their loans they took because you have to pay interest. All right, so what am I saying about Tesla? Elon has very uncomfortable relationships with the Chinese government for a person that's in charge of our space program, and he's going to own all our patents basically that we pay him to figure out. Yeah, what's wrong with the government? I think what's wrong with the government is, I'm sorry for still talking, but think about it. These politicians, they beg for money 20 hours a week, and when you beg for money 20 hours a week, your perspective is always about making the people with money happy. And Elon, and apparently a lot of people connected to Elon, definitely make people in Washington, D.C. very, very, very happy. And that's why Elon has made so much money off the government.